I've heard people talking about feeling quite exposed on a bike, especially when you're in traffic, and I understand that because you are obviously physically, literally, but I don't think it's always necessarily a bad thing. I notice certainly, I'm a driver and I like driving, but I notice that when you're in a car, you do feel quite isolated from the world around you, and when you're cycling, there's some things that are interesting, right? So if you're in a line of traffic and you sort of hear engines idling around you, it does kind of make the point that we're just burning fossil fuels for no good reason at that point. And when you're cycling as well, you're able to connect a little bit better with people around you, just glances and looks and thank yous and nods. And it sounds a little bit smug to be like, I much prefer being able to be out in nature and to see people. People are more polite when you're out like that. And that's kind of true, but it's a bit smug. There was a concept car developed, I think by Google years ago, which had eyes in front of it, which would sort of make, because it was designed to be autonomous, and it would make eye contact with pedestrians to let them know that the autonomous system in the car had seen them. And there's something interesting in that because, I know as a driver, if you're trying to let somebody out of a junction or something, it has to be quite like catch their attention. You have to be quite pantomime with your gestures, whereas nods and thank yous and smiles on a bike are a little easier. So I don't think being isolated and protected in a car is always a good thing, and I don't think being exposed and out in the open on a bike is always a bad thing. You've got to think about your appropriateness of each of those things.